All right. Anyways.
Hi,
welcome to the show, everybody.
Hope you guys had a wonderful set of holidays.
Yeah, last week we had our Christmas special. This week we have our New Year's special. So when everybody listens to it, it'll be New Year's Eve.
New Year.
Get your little boo with you.
New.
Watch the ball drop, then drop your balls into a mouth.
Jesus fuck.
God
It's
damn it.
escalating pretty quick.
Sorry.
God damn
And starting off on a good note on our New Year's Eve podcast.
I just started getting my family to start watching this show.
You've made a mistake.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
Hello,
Apologize.
family.
Yeah, welcome to Sorry Jake's mom. Sorry Walker's
Sorry,
mom.
Walker's family.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, welcome back, guys. Did you
Yeah.
guys have a
Hi.
great Christmas?
Hi.
Did you have a good one?
Yeah, it was awesome.
I had a pretty good
It was
one.
a good
That was
time.
pretty
Just
decent.
relaxing.
Yeah. I was just super stressful with buying presents for children.
Oh, yeah, but that
Yeah.
happens. You know.
Because children are expensive.
That's why I don't have them. Yeah.
But no, other than that, it was a good time.
Yeah,
So
nice. Had some good food.
Dude.
Got some new podcast equipment. If you notice, we all have the same headphones now. Yeah.
Finally we match.
Shout
It looks
shout
good.
out to my parents for listening to what we need.
Yeah,
and
seriously, they hooked
helping
you up.
us out.
I got a hat.
I like that hat.
It's a
I like
nice
that hat
hat.
a lot.
It's a hat.
It's a good hat. But I had to take my hat off for the podcast because two of us couldn't wear black hats.
Well, yeah.
That's too similar.
Well,
You guys are pretty much dressed exactly the same today, except for the pants.
are we? Because we're friends.
This is what happens. This is what happens when
I'll
you
get you a
live
black
together.
hoodie, dude.
I
Don't
swear.
worry.
I have one. I just didn't bring it today.
We'll get you monotone on your colors real soon. Don't you worry. Oh no.
Because literally, that's always like a prerequisite when, like, you know, the parents ask you like what you want, or like, you know, you got people that ask like, what do you want for Christmas?
that's black.
Because literally, like, well, you know, I could go for like a hoodie or like beanies or something, or like socks.
As long
Right.
as it's
Okay,
black.
well, yeah. What color do you want? Black,
Little does my
black,
little,
or like a tan?
Little did my mom
Like
know.
gray,
She
yeah.
bought Drake a Christmas present too.
Pairs of socks.
Christmas
and I'm
present.
wearing
Yeah.
them right now.
Yeah, because
Actually,
she,
really nice
she bought me a
socks.
pair of socks,
Oh.
and I looked at them and was like, these are way too fucking big for me. And she's like, I was like, do you want me? I didn't open them. I was like, do you want me to give them back? She's like, give them to Drake. I'll buy you a new pair. I was like, nice, Mom. Nice.
Yes.
You're the
Thanks,
best.
Mom.
So
It
yeah.
keeps my feet warms in the winters.
Hey, Jake's mom. I also like socks.
I also enjoy so she's just gonna buy bulk pairs of socks
Right.
now.
Supply drops every couple months. It just sucks.
Actually, did I ever show
Dude,
you?
I'd be all right with that.
Did I ever show you guys that? Like, even when I was working at that one fancy place that we were working at together, I would always have fancy socks on. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
no, it'd be like crazy designs. Like one of them had like hot dogs printed on it.
Yeah.
I had like astronaut socks a couple times. Like a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff
I got
like that.
a fancy pair of not fancy, but a pair of socks for Christmas too, and they have a T-Rex sitting on a stool drinking a cup of coffee. It's like, it's me. It's literally me.
I used to go into investor meetings like that all the time. Like you'd have like a fresh like black suit on, black tie,
yeah.
and then you'd have like crazy looking
Dude,
socks
that's
on.
what you're supposed to do. Like that's style right
Yeah.
there. You got it. It's all about the socks and the tie. Tie can't be as like boisterous, but it can be a
Yeah.
nice tie. And then the socks, you go all out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything else looks professional except for the socks.
Yeah,
Socks.
who's looking at your socks?
Nobody except for me.
It's like a little secret.
It's a little secret between It's a dirty little secret between me and my feet. Oh shit. Anyway, so this week, I know, guys, we haven't done challenges in a while. Okay, I get it.
Hey, we can have
heard
year-long
you.
challenges with our
That's what I was
resolutions this
just
year.
gonna do, you motherfucker.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've kept
bad.
up on my 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah.
So.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I did too, but like
I don't remember mine. I'm sorry.
his was working
Oh, yeah.
out or doing.
Well, I'd take my hoodie
Hey,
off.
I've been doing
but
that this week too.
Yeah.
I would hate to get arrested to show these guns off.
I gotta hate
I'm
you.
gonna
So,
go kill myself. That was
all right,
that was
cool.
the worst thing I've ever said.
Drake will not be back. No.
And everybody say goodbye to Drake's final episode here. This is
Yeah, it was fun.
It's been great, guys. So yeah, I figured to kick off the new year, we'll do a challenge for the year.
Yeah.
We'll do like
Okay.
a yearly one. So all right,
abs.
I haven't
Abs.
thought of
Abs.
mine. So what
Fucking
is
shredded you.
in the next year? What do you want to accomplish?
I'll go last
What do I want to accomplish?
because mine's not going to be practical at all.
Yeah, well,
I've already decided though.
all right.
By the end of this year, I'm going to be.
The next year.
Yeah, of course. By the end of this upcoming year,
When we're back in this booth in a year,
A year.
by the end of this upcoming year, I'm going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to be completely self-employed and have abs.
Fuck yeah.
have abs.
I'd have
Fuck
abs.
I like the last part
Yeah.
there.
Dude, morning crunchies, man. Like, you just tell me.
Well, here's
Oh,
the
I've
thing,
been-
though.
I've been doing that
Here's-
recently.
No,
I've been
no,
doing-
no, no, no. Okay, so you don't build abs from your workout. Abs are 80% diet, 20% building up. You can only do.
I just
so
like
much
saying
core work.
crunchies, man.
Yeah, but
Crunchies.
crunchies will actually make your stomach look a little bit bigger if your diet isn't on point,
Oh,
because the
nice.
muscles
Well.
will grow too. Big point.
I'm going to get me a big old bowl of Captain Crunchies.
Captain Crunchies.
Captain Crunchies.
Nice though. That's so
Yeah.
you fucker. That was kind of mine too. So for like the next year, I would also like to be self-employed. That's the
abs.
big goal. I've got a little bit of abs
little
now.
bit
The
of
abs,
abs?
I could. I think I could do those.
How about
anyways,
this?
So.
We'll do like a joint thing where we both are self-employed and have abs.
All right.
All right,
So we're
deal.
both
All right.
self-employed, have
Cool.
abs, and yeah. We're just making decent money. I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't need to be rich by next year.
Yeah,
I just
as-
need to be
as
self-employed
long as I'm-
by next year.
as long
I
as
just need to have abs. Like, this
If I'm self-employed making like 45, 50,000,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Dude,
I don't
right
even
now.
Fuck
care
yeah.
if I'm making what I make right now, as long as I'm self-employed.
Yep.
Don't care.
Dude, I can dig it.
I don't even care if it's a little bit less. I've taken a huge pay cut before. I could take another one. If I'm working for myself on my own schedule, I'm happy. And it will,
Fuck yeah.
pretty sure, unless things change, involve something around this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yep.
So,
most definitely.
yeah.
Totes
Whether
my
that be
goats.
doing workshops or, all kinds of crazy ideas that we've thrown out there. So,
playing
yeah,
around.
that's the big goal, is just to be self-employed. And more travel. I want to travel more, too. I think
cap out
I
those
think
50?
I'm one state away from 25, so one state away from halfway there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hit 30 or 35 maybe by the end of the
yeah.
year
That'd be
next
awesome.
year. I think so.
Yeah.
I think I could do that. I got another road trip planned out for the Northeast Coast, so I just have
Good
to wait
shit.
for the right time to do that one. But
I want to take a trip to Hawaii at some point this year.
Hawaii?
Ooh,
Because my
Hawaii.
sister's out there and she's going to be out there for a few more months.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to see her.
So you just
hell
gotta
yeah.
pay for the expensive ass plane
It's
ticket
gorgeous.
and
Yep.
everything when you're out there.
Yeah,
but
I heard that everything's expensive. But if
I
I'm out there
can,
for like a few days.
But if you
yeah.
have somewhere to stay, that takes a big chunk off.
Yeah.
Of it
Oh,
too.
yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
I think you still pay like $1,000 or $1.50 to get out there. But
Yeah.
And depending on what island you're on, I can I'll send you some information on something like super fucking cool that my
Okay.
dad did when he was out there visiting family friends of ours.
Yeah.
It's worth. Oh my god,
You'll have
dude.
to fill me in here.
Yeah,
and I think we
definitely-
also need to take a business
business retreat.
Yes,
retreat
business
this year
trip.
too.
Yes.
I think we need to go somewhere
For
like
sure.
Vegas
For
or
business.
something for business.
Yeah, Vegas.
A tax write-off.
Great.
I mean, a business retreat. Oh,
it's a
yeah.
charity.
You hear
route.
that, IRS? It's for business.
It's for business.
It's for business.
We've already said that, so we're going to Vegas for business. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Networking?
even if we stay around the area, just a little.
This is business
retreat.
blackjack. These are business slots.
Yeah, these are,
This is investments.
this is a business prostitute, not a normal prostitute.
Wait.
This is
if you go there on a business trip and you gamble, can you write that off as a expense? As an expense?
I don't think the gambling.
Unless
you
you're
could.
there for like.
It's like what if
I
it's like a
think
networking?
conference.
You have
What
a
if it's
per-
networking?
You
Yeah.
have a per diem that you can use, but that's not part of
you
gambling.
shouldn't.
It's for food. Although if you're eating somebody, counts.
I don't think that's substance. I think
That is
that's.
prostitution.
Spilled coffee on myself. I feel embarrassed. Anyways,
It's
Yeah, on that
black.
black
I can't
shirt.
see
Yeah,
it.
everybody's gonna notice.
I know. All right, Drake. What is it? What's your unrealistic goal for this year?
I'm getting fucking completely tattooed.
I knew that's
Yeah.
what it was
Yeah?
gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, where's
neck.
your stop point?
You gonna go like full like
Neck?
leopard man, or what are you gonna
No,
do?
God, neck stop
Neck.
point here, like chin line
Neck
down,
to ankles?
neck to ankles. Well, I'm not doing my abdomen either.
Well, that's not fully tatted then.
I want to get my layout, my visual layout of that.
Okay.
Just because I want to show off my abs, all these crunchies.
Captain Crunchy.
I don't know. I like that. I like the breastplate kind of look. To where it like follows all the way down the ribs
Yeah.
and then follows that line down and around and then connects to a back piece.
All right.
Honey crunches
So
of oats.
by this time next year, I'm going to be completely tattooed.
Yeah, I mean, you're on your way.
Yeah.
You've gotten quite a few in succession, like bigger pieces in succession recently.
Yeah.
So
So
you're on your way.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
yeah.
We're gonna be looking good next year.
Fuck yeah.
Good ones.
But
I
the
like
problem is I might have to shave my beard if
Unacceptable.
I get neck tattoos.
Unacceptable. You gotta
Because
keep
I
that
have
there.
to show off the neck tattoos. And by the time I get the
No,
neck
you see,
tattoos,
you
the
can-
beard's going to be super
Have
fucking
you ever
long.
seen Conor McGregor?
Yeah, I'm not
His
Conor
neck,
McGregor,
his
though.
neck tattoos
I don't have a
look better
majestic
with a
beard.
beard. His looks like shit sometimes.
Keep the beard and just make it like nonchalant, so like that way it's like, oh yeah, I have these tattoos, but whatever, and then like, so people don't even care.
Yeah. Because you can
then if you
still
shave
see
it,
your
it's-
neck very well
See,
here.
but that's the problem is like I really enjoy my artist's like style of doing things, especially the
I
styles
can
that we've
see
done
your
so
neck
far.
pretty clearly from here.
So like I want to show them off.
Like
I
I
don't
could
want there to
throat
be
chop
any-
you pretty easily.
I am fucking like 3/4 neck. That's
I
like
could just
half
come
my
over there and
torso
beat
is
the
neck.
shit out of you right now.
Beat the ever living.
Kick you in your fucking dick. Like that has nothing to do with my. Yeah, I could just fuck you up.
Fuck you up.
I could literally murder you.
Oh shit. Well, no, that's,
yeah.
that's all right. So we got our goals for the year. Drake's gonna be tatted, and me and Walker own our own businesses.
Yeah,
We're self-employed at least.
Yeah, at least make enough to live off of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Good.
So,
Yeah. We
all
actually
right.
we changed a little bit of the idea that I had before about how we're going to help out startup companies
Oh, yeah.
because we realized that a lot of people are lazy assholes. So what we
This is
decided
true.
to do
This is true. This is true.
instead of bringing on people to like set up their business ideas, we set up the businesses ourselves like, with ideas that we have, and then we assign people to them to
so
be
you like
executives.
Oh,
Team
nice.
members
So
that
you're
go to those.
delegating.
Yeah.
okay.
So like we then also can keep more equity for ourselves, and
Nice.
then people can go out there and be like, hey, I want to run this project, and we're like, cool, show us your credentials, and then when they do that, they earn equity in that business.
Good
and blah,
shit.
blah, blah.
Good
So,
shit.
I
That's a
like
good way to do it.
startups are great. You know, they're a lot of fun. You
Yeah.
know what one of my favorite startups is? Lux Transportation.
Lux Transportation.
It's a premium transportation service which is servicing all major cities in Wisconsin and Illinois, like Milwaukee, Madison, Chicago, those areas, and it's cheaper than Lyft and Uber. I'm telling you, it's cheaper.
Yep, you can get
Guys,
a big old
it's-
black SUV taking you
Ooh.
around with a chauffeur,
Ooh.
and it costs less than an Uber or Lyft.
And I'm telling you, you never feel more cool than when you pull up somewhere and a man in a fresh ass tuxedo,
Dude.
or suit, not tuxedo, suit, opens a door for you and you just hop out that bitch. Man, you are never feeling more cool than at that moment.
You get little bottles
yeah.
of water and some snacks
You get
inside.
some-
It's so perfect.
Listen, you got some friends.
Yeah.
You guys want to go out for the night. New Year's Eve is coming up. You don't want to drive, right? You want to go to a place and people think you're the shit. Lux Transportation will take
Yeah.
you there. Pull up with your friends. It's cheap. You what? You get 2-3 friends. It's even cheaper.
Yeah,
It's
man.
real cheap. You guys just split that, and you just roll up.
It looks
Get
awesome.
a couple snacks while you're in there. You know, fill yourself up.
And also, pretty soon, they're going to be adding, by next year, some shuttle buses, limousines, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff
fuck
like
yeah.
that. So,
Fuck
yeah,
Killing
yeah.
it, killing it.
So,
So-
honestly, you can book them for a wedding, book them for events, all that kind of crazy shit.
Anything.
So,
Dude,
it's
Do
going to be great.
corporate, all of it.
Yeah, man.
So Lux
It's awesome.
Transportation.
That's what's
Check
up.
them
Proud
out.
of
What's the
them.
website?
That's what's up.
It's transportationbylux.com, and you can also visit them on Facebook. I believe it's just Transportation by Lux.
And it's
So-
Luxe.
Yep.
Lux.
Lux.
Good
So,
shit.
Check them
Yeah,
out.
man.
Anyways, there's my plug. My shameless
That was good.
plug.
It's good.
Smooth
Perfect.
transitions into
Perfect.
startups. What's up? All right, so we did our challenges for the next year.
Yeah.
Next question. Ready for it?
Yeah.
Favorite part of this year so far?
Of this year?
This past year. What was your favorite thing? Just name a couple. You know, it was a big year. It was a long
It was a
year.
big year.
It's ending the decade. You could give it like 3 to 5 of your favorite things that happened in the past year.
Do we want to just like go in a rotation where like we each say one thing and then
Yeah,
go back
we can do
around?
that.
Sure.
What you got?
Keanu Reeves showing up at E3.
Ooh,
That was
all right,
awesome.
that's a good one.
That was a big one
That's
for
a
me.
big
I was
moment
like,
for you?
because you know,
It's Death Stranding, big moment for you, huh?
well, it was.
I mean, not Death Stranding.
it was Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Yeah.
I got that for Christmas, by the way.
Cyberpunk or
No,
Death
Death
Stranding?
Stranding.
Oh, I was like, you son of a
It's
bitch.
for PS4.
Dude,
if
have
you guys
fun.
have,
Dude, have fun.
I'm still playing it. Yeah, it's amazing so far. It's so confusing.
Oh, it
But
is.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's
But you're gonna have a good time. Anyways,
But-
but we're off of the Death
Yeah,
Stranding.
sorry.
Anyways, all right. So what
Back
do you
on
got?
track.
Give us one.
I would say my California road trip this year.
yeah.
So
Alright.
got to fly out to California and help my sister move back to Wisconsin for a little bit. And so she flew me out, and then we drove all the way across the country to get back to Wisconsin, and it was a fucking blast. So got stuck for a little bit, but it was fine. I'm cool with that.
My first one. It's an easy one. This. Starting the
Yeah.
podcast.
Son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Yeah, I
Oh,
knew
you-
you were gonna steal it, so
Son
I
of a
gotta
bitch,
take
I'm
it
in.
first. Yeah, it's a big part of the year for me. It's
Huge,
evolved
yeah.
into something crazy.
Yeah.
And I've loved every moment of it. So.
Dude.
And we're just
Nothing but
growing
a
more.
fucking blast.
And I've got people. I'm just helping other people create content. I
Dude.
love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
seriously though.
All right, what's your next one? What you got?
Next one, probably.
Come on, gotta have at least 3. It's a big year, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely. I got to go to my buddy's wedding. That was a lot of fun.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Beautiful ceremony.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's good. See people get married, ruin their lives. It's fun.
No, I mean like it just all in all because it had been so long since I've been to a wedding and like it's such a close knit group of people that it was like it felt good. You know,
Heck yeah.
there wasn't like a formality to it. You know,
like
so
it.
that was really cool.
Yeah,
really
man.
cool casual experience.
Definitely.
For sure.
I would say. I would say this year has been kind of an interesting year of just like self-discovery for me.
Oh, for sure.
I would say that that's one of my favorite things about this year is that I've learned a lot about myself and how I want to move forward with things. So
For sure.
I would say that that's one of my top things for this year. I'm pretty proud of this year for that.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Probably the biggest one for me is the most recent one as well. The road trip I took.
Yeah.
That was talk about self-discovery. That was self-discovery
That'll do it
to
right there.
its max.
Dude.
That was easily my top thing of the year. Top 2 of the year for sure.
Yeah.
So that was a big one for me. I like
Definitely,
that.
man.
Yeah. You gotta love those moments
Heck
though.
yeah.
Like even if it's a bad context where you learn those lessons, that self-reflective
Yeah, I
state.
had a
It's
couple,
like-
couple trials there that
You
I
get
had
to
to get through.
You get to
Yeah.
understand yourself a little bit better, so it helps you kind of like grow past
Oh,
where you were
dude.
before.
And
it's a nice
listen,
feeling.
I don't care how weird people think it sounds. I've had people that gave me the strangest looks when I've said it. But if you haven't done it, then you can't say shit until you try it. Solo trips.
Anal.
No, solo. Take a solo
Yeah,
trip.
do anal.
Even if it's like a day or two, do a solo trip.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
the reason people get so uncomfortable about it when you say that is because they're uncomfortable being alone with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't stand doing something like we live in this
Yeah.
this generation now where it's like if you go out or something like that, like it's looked down upon to go on your own.
Yeah.
Fucking go on your own. This next year, everyone, don't fucking live by other people's schedule. If you want to go do something, go fucking do it. What's gonna happen? You want to go see a movie? Go watch the goddamn movie. Don't wait on somebody else.
Yep.
'Cause it's never gonna happen. Things don't happen on other people's time.
Word.
So
Fucking
that's my
word.
rant.
No, it's good. That's
Do your
Mic drop.
do your own fucking thing this year.
Fuck yeah.
Just kill it.
Fuck yeah.
So,
True.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's necessary, man. It's definitely
Right.
necessary.
You have to, rely on yourself, not others. You know
Yes.
what I'm
No dependency.
saying? Yeah. All right. Anyways, what's yours? What you got?
Probably the brewery opening up.
Oh yeah, that's a
That
big
was
one.
that was a pretty
Yeah,
big one.
It's big.
Just for the accessibility, man.
Yeah.
It's just- that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
The place is pretty awesome. So, we got another couple ones on here. Oh, so helping out with some of the companies here in Beloit.
Yeah.
It's been a huge thing for me
Hell
because
yeah.
like I've been doing a lot of coaching and just like mentoring a lot of these businesses around here. And the way that these guys have just been like busting ass and like growing over the past couple months has just been astronomical. And I'm so proud of these guys. So I'd say that's one of my biggest.
Nice.
Yeah, for
sure.
There's definitely got to be like a level of like pride.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Because
satisfaction
like,
felt.
watching
well,
stuff
I mean,
grow
like,
like that.
yesterday I came in here for a bit and I saw that some of the people that I've been working with were in here working, and it was like it's Sunday night at like 9:00. What are you
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
here?
yeah.
And then
It's
they're like, I'm just
diligence,
busting
man.
ass, and it's like that's awesome.
like
I'm
that.
so proud of you
Fuck
guys
yeah.
because that's the kind of effort that you need to actually succeed in this kind of
sure.
field.
Dude,
So
I agree.
Really proud of that.
Oh man, what do we got? What do we got? Another one for me? Shit. You guys kind of stole mine. You guys kind of stole mine. Because I would have gone
man.
self-development too, like just on the business end of things, like just learning more about building a brand and becoming a brand and my brand.
My brand.
Look with your special eyes. My brand. If
My breath.
you haven't seen that commercial in a while, go just look up my brand on YouTube. You'll
Oh my
find
god,
it.
it's
But yeah, and then just like self-development, I think was a big one for me this year.
It definitely. I mean, outside of the this conversation, like it seems like a lot of the people that we know have really taken really big strides last year. I mean,
Yeah.
Dude,
it's
we're-
nice to see
we're getting
people
to that
grow,
age
you
now,
know?
man.
Yeah.
We're in that prime age right now where you're kind of, I think the 30s is when you're financially stable.
Yeah.
But,
Right.
Like you're stable enough to where you can take on your own ventures. And
That's true.
everything. And when you're 21, you're too you can't. You
You're a
don't know what the
kid.
fuck you
You're
wanna
a
do.
fucking
That's
You're an
true, yeah.
alcoholic at 21.
Well, yeah.
Nobody knows what they want to do at 21.
Yeah.
Now you're an alcoholic. Now we're alcoholics, but
It's
we're
functioning.
Like stable.
We're functioning,
We're a functioning one. We wake up in the mornings and go to work.
yeah,
you know?
that's
So-
true.
and then once you hit 30, you just kind of dial it back, or you just are miserable until you figure it out.
Just stay miserable forever.
Yeah, you keep drinking, but like you're way more financially able
Yeah,
to. you
but
know?
you're way more sneaky about it at work.
Yeah, yeah, you're way you drink way less vodka at work and way more whiskey.
You can bump up.
Go for the good stuff. Treat
I
yourself.
think, I think another one would be with like the family aspect of things. Like I'm very along like being proud and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I'm very proud of where my family has gotten. Like my siblings, my cousins.
Yeah.
Seeing that expanse of those individuals over time because we've always been close.
Right.
Like super fucking close knit family, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool seeing everybody like find their path. You know,
Right.
especially being like the oldest cousin out of all those guys.
Yeah.
Like,
You get to watch their growth, kind
dude,
of.
I've
'cause
watched
you're
them
like, I'm already through
literally
it.
become men, and like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me how fucking cool that is. Like, and I, you know, at some point, like, I'll be able to have that pleasure with kids, but you know, like just in general, man, like this year has really been a huge year for that personal expanse for a lot of them. You know, like moving off, doing their own shit, like. Yeah, shout out to my cousin Jerome. Congrats, dude. Like he just proposed to his girlfriend.
Hey,
Whoa,
congrats,
that's awesome.
man.
It's fucking awesome, man. But you know, like it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful seeing that personal growth, and like there's been ups, there's been downs.
Yeah.
You know, shit, interpersonal nonsense, but at the end of the day, like everyone is growing. No one's stagnant. No one's falling back.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that is awesome.
and it's awesome.
Yeah. I think speaking on the family thing too, like, I don't know why, but I feel like I've gotten a lot, I've gained a lot more appreciation and been more in the moment when I'm doing like family reunions and stuff like that. Like, This past year I've just been like, this is fucking fun. I enjoy this.
Yeah.
You know, whenever any of my families get together, whenever I go see them, it's like, I'm like excited to go see everybody,
Yeah.
you know.
Because it's not
just
an obligation
It's just a
anymore.
fun time for me, and, you know,
Yeah.
I get to see how everybody's doing, and I don't know, it's just,
For sure.
this last year's been a fun one.
Yeah.
It's been a good one.
Well, then your family's a fucking trip, man.
All of them are, yeah. They're all fucking they're
Quality people.
That's true. That's very true.
We gotta crash one of your family get together.
Oh, dude, you guys are always welcome to come over and hang out with us. So seriously, it's a blast.
Heck
So.
yeah. And
Oh
I, bet
my
your,
God.
I know your mom makes some banging food. She's got to.
Oh, dude, I make banging food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She
Hell yeah.
showed me how to make everything.
Oh,
also,
dude.
we have cinnamon rolls that are getting made this week for you guys.
yeah.
For
Oh,
Christmas.
I'm
It was
so
like a late
Also,
Christmas present.
Yeah.
you gotta come
So-
over because another
yeah.
shout out to my mom for this gift.
Uh-oh.
Dude.
This was so awesome. My mom, because we live in an apartment,
Yeah.
so we are not allowed to have a grill because we're on the second floor, so we can't have a grill.
Okay.
She bought me a smokeless, not a George Foreman, a big grill, but it's a smokeless indoor one. I can use it indoor and outdoor, and it's a grill.
Dude.
So we are about to grill so much fucking stuff on this thing, dude.
Bro.
And then
I'm
my
running to
aunt-
Pinnance quick. 1
Grilled
second.
chicken, burgers,
everything,
grilled salads,
everything, kebabs,
Kebabs.
everything. And my
Greens,
aunt,
beans, potatoes.
you name it. You name it. Anyways, but yeah, and then my aunt got me like New York strip steak and like a pork chop or loin chop, pork loin
Much
or
respect.
something.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited to use
Yeah.
it. So yeah, we'll have to get together and do like burgers or something.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
we should do like a cookout or something.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
so
Like,
down
once
for that.
once the weather breaks,
Yep.
we should have like a big cookout.
I'm fucking
I'm
down.
so
Play
down
some
for
play
this.
some volleyball.
Hey,
little
I didn't
swim,
even know
little
that,
grill.
I didn't even know that smokeless grill was a thing.
Neither did I. I would have fucking bought one if I knew it was a thing.
Does it just have like a fan over it that like
No. So
collects the
there's a
smoke? Or,
vent.
like,
There's a vent that goes along the grill, like all along the grill,
And it just sucks it
and
in?
it's like a high powered, like almost like a vent fan where it sucks it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like a high powered one, so it just takes in the smoke and it cleans it and brings it back out as fresh air.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
It's fucking crazy, dude. I'm
What
so
does it have
excited
like a
for it.
filter that the carbon gets
Yeah,
stuck
there's
on?
like
or?
a filter thing that runs through it. I guess I don't know.
You take that and it's like a giant wet sponge. Oh god, that's gonna be gross.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Well,
then
I'm sure it has
but then-
different tracks for like
well,
a grease track and then the
Yeah, and
actual
then to
like,
clean it, and then to clean the whole thing, the grill just comes right off
nice.
with the
Can you
grease
just
trap
like
and
toss it in
everything.
the
shit.
dishwasher?
Yeah,
Or-
it's dishwasher safe.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Dude.
That's
I was
so
like,
cool.
dude, this is fucking amazing.
You got to take a picture of the brand so I can go get one in the future.
Yeah, I
Dude.
think it's an as seen on TV one too.
Really?
actually.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
I think so. I'm pretty
Nice.
Dude,
sure.
as seen on TV products are the best thing.
Some of them are underrated, man.
I love
They're
watching
gold
commercials
mines.
for those, like especially ones for like lockable Gladware and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
mixing
Oh my
together.
God.
Because you see people just like going through the cabinets, like, why is everything falling? Oh god!
Yeah, it's
Did
ridiculous.
you forget how to walk in your kitchen? Sticky strips.
Or like where somebody's like stirring like pasta or something, and they're oh god, it's all over.
What was that? There was one that was like
your arms start-
notorious. It was like one of those that was like it was a dude like doing something. It was like something
And
hot
it goes
though.
like this.
Well, no, it was like something hot, and then like he's doing something and he's not paying attention. But it was one of the first ones I'd ever heard that had like audio for that like classic klutz moment, and he just like touches his and like. But and it just goes back to the narrator. Like they literally cut the audio of the narrator, and then put him
my
back in there. And I was like, was that necessary?
Jesus Christ! Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I'm gonna have to look it up because that Oh my god, it's too funny.
One of my favorite ones is where this woman is holding this. She's holding like this gigantic bowl of chips, and she's just like she's stumbling with it, and then all of a sudden it falls, and she looks directly at the camera, and she's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what
They're
happened.
so ridiculous. They're so dumb, but I love them. Oh, man. Well, I think for my last thing for the year that was so good is just learning more about this, like video and audio, just learning more about how to do it, more about photo editing and, being more comfortable with editing audio and video and stuff like that. So
For sure.
And I'm still at the beginner level by far.
Yeah.
I still have so much more to learn, but I'm excited for it.
I want to spend a lot more time with this group building a community, like through social media and such. And I think that if that's okay with you guys, I want to kind of take some of that effort off your guys' hands and helping out with. So
You be our guest,
all right,
please.
because I think I have administrative access for like the Facebook and all that stuff too. But
Yes,
I
we
need to
should
get all on that.
all three of us should have access
So
to our.
I think I'm gonna start creating some like marketing campaigns to make sure people are like engaging with this.
And
getting
Facebook
involved.
is
So-
what we. Yeah, I think Facebook. I post on Instagram, for pictures sometimes, but
Right.
I think Facebook's the one that we hit home on.
Yeah,
Just
it's our
focus
primary-
on Facebook and grow that.
Yeah.
Because we're almost at 500 people on there now, and
nice.
they're active people, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I want to try to see if maybe I can get some of the other companies to be like, hey, like plug this
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, right.
Check us out.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Bring us over.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Come on.
Oh, did you guys see the new Star Wars yet?
Nope.
No.
Oh my god, I won't spoil anything.
My
Yeah, don't.
my sister went and saw it. She said it was really good. She loved it. She
It
said
was
she
surprisingly
said
good.
it tied everything together really well.
Did
So-
it?
Pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
She said the first 30 minutes, but the rest of the movie was really good. So I'm excited.
Yeah, there's one part of the movie that kind of like I was like, but then the rest of it I was like, all right, this is pretty awesome.
All right,
So
cool.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
check it
excited.
out.
I gotta go see it. I'm waiting.
you should go see it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Is that a hint? Is that
No,
what you
it's
just fucking did
No,
there?
it's Emperor Palpatine.
Is Palpatine, is he back?
Do it. Do it. To the dark side.
Do it.
Emperor Palpatine, I broke my pencil.
Glue it. Glue it.
Oh man. Okay, so all right. Here's another big. This is an even bigger question that I'm gonna ask. You ready?
word.
Are you ready for it? All right. We're going into the new decade.
Ready, Freddy.
42.
Where do you see yourself in the next decade?
Right.
By the end of the next decade.
So
where
you mean
do
by
wanna be?
2030?
2030?
2030.
Jesus,
where do
that's
you-
weird
what
to
do you-
say. I don't like that.
What do you want to be by 2030 besides alive?
Retired.
Gray.
Retired and gray. All right. 2030. So
Recording with you guys,
so we'll
but
be-
gray.
We'll be 30. We'll be 35 years old.
That's actually not like that's not old.
No.
that's not
But
bad.
it is. It feels old.
Yeah.
35 years old.
That's 10 years. That's not bad. I mean, like that's 10 years from now.
I know,
Right.
but God,
No, you
it's
know,
just gonna come up so quick.
well, yeah. I mean, like, I guess it's all about perspective because I don't feel like, it's weird because when people think of time, that's like the flashes before your eyes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like even on like momentary instances where like you feel like a week has gone by super quick. I'm kind of like changing that perspective at least as much as I can to kind of break that mold because I feel like you get this sense of lost time. Like it's not regret, but it's almost like this borderline like, well, I should have spent my time differently.
Right.
If you're thinking out of like, wow, man, like it was a blink and it's gone, versus like looking at this year now and like if I think about the year, long, like
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't remember January.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's like it's just distant. It seems like a distant thing. So like this year, I've tried to prolong and make it feel longer than it actually is.
Yeah.
I mean,
By just being in the moment.
by just being in the
Yeah.
moment. You know,
That's
It's
what
like-
I tried to be more present in
Yeah.
everything that I did. So
Yeah, and like the best way, and I've used it as an example a couple of times is looking at it like you would if you were driving to work. You know, so you remember the year starting.
yeah, remember getting there,
Getting
but
into
you
the
don't
car.
remember the middle part.
Yeah, that filler line, unless there's huge events in the in between, you hit a deer or you go and hit the curb or somebody was driving
Right.
like an asshole and tailgating. Like you remember those big moments, but you don't remember anything else in between except for A and B. Let's extend that and remember all of it, or at least try to, because
Yeah,
obviously some
I agree with
neurological
that.
bullshit.
Yeah.
but it's perspective because it's not short. Days aren't short.
No, they're not short
No.
by any means. It's
But-
it's a
We
matter of
just
what you
make
do with
them
it.
short because we automate everything. Half of our day is. That's why I like changing every day up and doing something new because then it extends your day. It's
Yeah.
just in your mind. It just extends it a little bit more.
For sure.
So
Setting different challenges for yourself, even the most minuscule.
right,
Minuscule.
All right, so
Minuscule.
next decade, by 2030, what do you want to accomplish?
I want to have at least $1 million in my savings.
Yep.
That's my goal. Have $1 million in my bank.
I'd like to have several streams of income, obviously. I would definitely like to have $1 million, and God, 6 figures minimum is what I'd like to be making. I know that's like it's a lot,
Right,
you know,
but even
but 6
so.
figures is a minimum. That'll be my minimum,
I
definitely.
like that.
So, and I'm still self-employed, 100%
Right.
Oh, yeah.
self-employed.
Yeah,
sure.
I want to make my $1 million by being self-employed.
Yeah.
That's my main
Yeah.
goal. Is like I don't care what I'm doing at that point, just as long as
As long as I'm
am
working for
self-sufficient.
myself.
So,
As long as you can blow up.
because I feel
and
like actually
act like you don't know nobody.
10 years to make $1 million. Like if you do it right, I don't think that's very
No, that's not bad at all. 10 years to make $1 million is not. That's you
reasonable.
could do that on a pretty reasonable salary if
Yeah.
if you saved,
Properly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you know exactly how you're going to
you
move
can
forward
do
and
it.
reinvest your money and such like that. Because that's kind of the trick as well, is that you can't keep all that money in your bank account at the same time. You got to reinvest it to actually make your money
to
grow.
bring it back,
so
yeah.
it's just a matter of like how you're going to manage that and how you're going to do
Yeah.
it successfully. So
That's pretty good.
and that's why I read all the time.
Dude, it's
exactly.
good shit. It's
Yeah.
good knowledge.
I think one of the other goals that I'm going to set for myself this year, because I've been kind of slacking on it for the past like 2 or 3 months, but I want to get back to reading every
For
single
the
week.
next year,
Yeah. So
52 books a year.
Yeah, that's what I was on track to do.
Yep.
Except I missed like halfway through November, and then I missed all of December. So
Yeah. Right.
But so I was really close to hitting that 52 week book mark, and then I just kind of fell off. So
Yeah.
I want to redo that and try to get like 52,
I mean,
if not
you know
more
what
for
helped
next
me
year.
to get to that number was we're not sponsored by them yet, so I'm not going to say the name, but there is a audio book app
Yes.
run by a very big company that I used, and
Yeah.
I probably got 20 or 25 of my books out of the way just from that because
Yeah.
I was traveling so much that I would just listen to them. So, and the rest I read, but
Yeah. I've noticed that using digital media like that, or digital content to learn something new has been so helpful for me to,
Oh,
to
hell
like
yeah.
to really grow my knowledge, grow and expand my knowledge from where it was previously. Because
Yep.
I just have podcasts and YouTube videos and all that shit going on constantly, just
Oh,
teaching
yeah.
me about stuff that I didn't even know that I wanted
Yep.
to
Oh,
learn
yeah.
about, and I feel so much more complete now that I have that information in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I just felt like a fucking idiot when I first started getting into this thing, and it's like I don't know shit about what I'm doing.
and
now I actually have a good foundation to grow off
the
of.
recent thing that I've been doing, and I have no facts or research to base this off of. It just I assume that it'll work. Is if there's something. So recently, it's been photo editing. That's what I've wanted to
Yeah.
learn more about. So what I'll do is when I'm working or when I'm doing whatever at the house, I'll passively put on YouTube tutorials of photo editing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'll just have them running the whole time, even if I'm not totally paying attention.
Right.
I'll catch something and I'll
You're
be like,
still-
oh, wait a second, how did you do that?
Yeah.
And then I catch that. So it's passive learning.
So it's
I
like
guess
playing
it's kinda-
Mozart for a baby in the womb.
Yeah, sort
Exactly.
of. Yeah.
Your little baby.
I did the same shit.
Learning how to
Except I'm not
Photoshop.
in a nice warm tummy.
This is gonna sound way more boring, but I did the same thing for Excel spreadsheets,
Hey.
and I've learned that you can automate entire businesses using Excel or Google Sheets online.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Because
It's doing the most.
So 2 of my companies that I have right now under my portfolio, I have completely automated most of their operations by using Excel formulas.
Nice.
Formulas,
And
dude,
so-
I'm telling you, formulas, so much fun. I've created budget spreadsheets
Yeah.
just by using formulas and shit.
Well, have you ever used macros by chance? So
I haven't used the macros part of
oh my
any
god,
of it, no.
macros are so cool because you can basically record your movements on the spreadsheet and then play it back whenever there's a new spreadsheet. So it'll do the exact same
Nice.
motions for the next time you
Nice.
have something going up.
They taught us how to
So-
do it in class one time, just
Oh, it's
simple
so
macros,
good.
and I was just like, I'll just put in. Just teach me the formula.
It's
I'll
so
do
cool.
it. I'll just do it over and over.
Well, because
again.
if you do the hard work once and you have to do that same formula millions of times, you
Right,
do
right.
that same thing every
Might as
single
well
day.
just create a
Yeah, you
macro
just
for it,
drag and
yeah.
drop and you click the macro and it's good to go.
yeah,
So
that's true. That's true.
so I've been doing that a lot recently just to help save myself some time because I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's awesome, though.
So
Yeah.
what's your decade?
Have a dog.
I want a dog.
No, I definitely I want to get more established financially. I don't necessarily have an end goal or a specific amount that I want to make. Yeah, it's just I want to get more established. I want to be more comfortable financially. Probably find myself, depending on how things go, at a place that is definitely more sustainable. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to get the proverbial feet under me. You know, I want
hire
to.
you on once we start our businesses, we'll just hire you on, and you can work for us because you don't want to own your own business. So
yeah, I mean that's not really a big goal for
once
me.
Once the podcast gets big enough,
Yeah.
we just hire you as an employee.
Amen.
No, sorry, an IC because I'm not paying your benefits.
Go on, yeah.
No, you don't even need to do that. Just do founder cuts, or you guys can just do dividend
founder.
payments every 3 months
Yeah,
or
but
something.
he doesn't want to
Right.
be an owner, so I'm not going to make him an owner. I'm
I mean,
just kidding.
He's here, man.
because if you own a percentage, then like dividend payouts are way cheaper than like the tax write-offs and stuff are way cheaper than what you'd have to do for income tax.
But yeah, I don't necessarily have a financial goal. But I mean, I'd like to
stable.
Yeah, stability. I think that's that's where I'm looking at for the next 10 years.
Looking. 35, I better be fucking
it-
financially stable.
yeah.
If I'm not, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a rough,
Christ.
and next chapter after that. If I'm not financially, if I don't have that shit down, it's gonna be
The
bad.
next decade is 45, and Jesus Christ. It's still, that's pretty.
We're not
so
gonna
in
talk about
20
that.
years, we'll be 45. That is pretty young still.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
20
I just
years,
realized
20 years before we're
Because we've only
45.
been alive for just over 20, so that's an entire lifetime,
in 10 years, my first daughter's going to be close to graduating.
dude.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Wow.
Don't think about it like that, man.
Jesus.
Don't think about it like
You're getting
that.
old, Walker.
at all.
Getting old.
Don't think about it like that, man.
In 10 years,
That's how you perpetuate that fucking perspective.
in
The
10
time
years,
flies.
my daughter will be the same age as my little brother is now.
Dude.
I don't like that at all.
Well, you're preaching the fucking choir, dude. Preaching the fucking choir.
Oh man, you know what else too? I don't know. This is an ambitious one, and I honestly don't give a shit if I do it or not. It's just something that would be like, oh, okay, cool, I got it done. If I had a degree, I guess, just
Right.
in some, and I don't care what it's in, just something I would enjoy. Just getting a degree. I don't need it. I've gone way far in life without one. I
Yeah.
could give a fuck less, but just to say, oh, hey, I did that.
Right, right.
Just to say it.
Like an accessory education that you just fucked around with.
You need to look into CLEP tests, CLEP, because you can actually test out of courses at different universities.
Oh, that's nice.
So like you pay like $80 and then you can go in and like take a test and be like, okay, I know everything about this topic, and then you go in and take the
Then you
test
get the
and
college
then
credit for
you
it?
get the college credit
Oh,
for
that's
it. And
nice. Oh,
it's-
shit.
Every college has different levels as to how many credits they give you per course.
I think I was only like 4 credits away from getting my fire science associate's degree.
Dude, then you can go in here and take whatever class that you need to if they offer
Well, the
it.
problem was, here's the shittiest part about that degree, and this is why I, to this day, not going on the college rant, but
No, you're
like,
good. No, do your thing.
like,
Education rant?
so I was with the fire department.
Yeah.
So when you join a fire department and you go through their classes with the fire department, when you go to college, you're able to test out. Like, you don't even test out; they just automatically credit you for certain things.
Right.
So like, there's just certain shit that I didn't have to take because it's like hazmat operations. I'm certified in the state for that.
Yeah.
So I don't need to take that class to get recertified because I'm already there.
Yeah.
So I tested out of like over half of my degree for that. And the only classes I had left, there was 2 fire-related classes I had left. The other 2, they wanted me to take a math class, which I've taken fucking 3 math classes throughout my college career alone.
Yeah.
Why do I
what
need
other
another
math
one?
class do you need for
I
that?
don't need another one. And then the other one was a communications. I was like, why am I taking? This is supposed to be an associate's degree at a community college. I shouldn't have to take
Yeah.
a fucking
All those
class like that.
prerequisites
Why am I having
for-
to take an English class
Yeah.
for fire science? It's stupid. You're just I know what you're doing. You're just trying to get
Pinching.
more money out of me.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that's
not going
exact-
to take your fucking communications class. Eat my dick. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
And,
So I didn't.
And that's what I hate about
Yeah.
the college
Yeah.
system.
It's such a corrupt system. It's so stupid.
Well, that's what I hate about prerequisites for most degrees because you have to take certain classes that even
Yeah.
if they're not relevant to your
Go
field.
trade school,
like,
kids.
Yeah,
Trade
If you don't know what the hell you want to do, join
Trade
a trade
school.
school.
just for now at least
Yeah.
until you figure out what you want to
It's
do. You know,
easier because then at least you know you're going to make money right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, it's more affordable, and you're going to make way more money, and maybe you end up liking it. And if you don't, hey, guess what? At least you have a job that you can go back to
Dude.
college and you
Yeah.
know you're paying it off.
I went to school originally for I had a business major with a music minor, so I thought maybe I'd own a recording studio or something in the future or whatever. When I was doing that, they made me take multiple science classes, multiple classes that had nothing to do with my
Yeah,
degree,
it
and
just
it's like
makes
this
no
makes no
sense.
sense. Why do I have to take an architecture class because this is not going to relate to my
Yeah.
field
Why
at
the
all.
hell do I have
Yeah.
to take an art history class
for my music
for
degree?
exercise science? Why do I have to know
Because that class-
anything about art history?
Because that class costs like $1,000, and you have to go buy all the books and stuff from that
Exactly.
school, and so
Exactly.
they're just making money,
Oh,
and
it's so ridiculous.
I actually did a report a long time ago about how corrupt the Sorry if this is going to offend anybody.
I don't give a shit.
All right, how corrupt the UW system is. UW Madison system is. They have enough money that they keep spending within their campus just so that they can write off the taxes. They have enough money to give grants to every single one of their students, like full ride grants, basically, just in their bank account, and also give extra scholarships to every minority applicant that has ever applied with them.
Yeah.
Give everybody full rides, and then still have enough money to make like 5 new buildings a year.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, but they don't because that way they can keep the money, and the executives get like, I think it was like
bonuses and shit.
Buku.
they're all getting like $150,000-$200,000 a year, and plus they keep getting all these new buildings and doing all this other stupid shit and all these grants. And
I
it's
would
just,
like
it's so
someone
corrupt.
to explain to me, someone from the education system to explain to me what exactly the benefits are to the student for taking classes that have nothing related to their degree.
Yeah.
Please,
nothing.
just explain it to me.
Right.
If you can explain it to me in terms that make sense and not just sugarcoat over everything.
Yeah.
And I
Then
It's
okay.
good to have a broad spectrum
Yeah.
of knowledge.
Yeah.
I
That's cool.
I don't
in
even
high
disagree
school
with
when
that.
you don't know what the fuck you're going
And don't get me
towards.
wrong, like I had fun in some of my extracurricular classes,
right.
but it's like I just paid for this for no fucking reason.
I don't even have a problem with using like the broad spectrum thing as
Yeah.
an excuse for that, but it's like if you're gonna make me do this, don't charge me thousands of dollars a year
Yeah.
to do that class, and
Yeah.
also make it a requirement for me to take that class to
Yeah.
graduate. Like that's bullshit.
It's dumb.
Like
It's
make
dumb.
it an option for me to take that class, and then have me have the
make it
option to take that
available.
class as an
Yeah.
extra thing to do,
Yeah.
just so I could personally improve myself if I want to do that. You know,
Right, to where it's not mandatory, it's
Right.
beneficial.
Exactly.
You know, because it's an expansion on your
or
because
like,
more
or
knowledge will
where
be.
they go, okay, it's mandatory that you have this amount of classes to be a full-time
Yeah.
student, right?
Yeah.
But okay, then let me take all of my so let's say 1 year I want to go. Well, this year I want to take all major-related classes. Oh no, you can't do that. You
Yeah,
can,
you
can
can't.
choose 3 to 4 or 2 to 3 majors-related classes.
Yeah,
but then
why?
The rest have to be different. Like you have to choose a fitness class, or you have to choose. And I was like, why? What am I doing this for? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why oh Jesus, that's part of the reason I like dipped out of college. Was just like, the fuck am I paying you
It feels
$25,000 a
redundant.
year for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
For
redundant.
nothing.
It's just to pay you.
I could
That's
pay
it.
you half the price to take my major and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I came home and got paid to get certified for my major.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
cool.
I'd much rather do that. So.
But anyways, off the college rant.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Happy New Year's. Back on the New Year's shit.
Happy New Year's, kids! Drop out of school.
Do something practical. Make something with your hands.
Yeah.
Come work for me. How about that?
Come on. Give us your tiny hands. We need tiny hands to fit into
Well, the
tiny
thing
places.
is, the thing is, the main issue that I have with that though is that if you're not interested in the subject, you're not gonna
Don't
put
go
the
to
time
college
into it.
unless
you're not
what
gonna give a
you
shit
want.
about it. You're just there. Like the education system so far has made it so people are repeating things off of flashcards.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not making you truly understand like what you want to be doing. It just
Right.
it makes you repeat things that people want to hear.
Yeah.
And it's like that's not actually learning anything.
Well-
That's you repeating shit.
And I think the part that fucks me up because I went to community college for a couple semesters.
Same.
And like I never did the university thing, so I'm sure that's a totally different world.
Not really.
But yeah.
To be honest,
It's
just more
just a different
expensive.
location.
It's
Yeah.
just more
You're
expensive.
doing the same fucked up shit. You're just
yeah.
in a different spot.
You're basically just paying rent and going to community college.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
And
Expensive rent.
Oh yeah, but what I noticed was a lot of the stuff. You know, I had a couple buddies that did like diesel mechanics and stuff like that, like towards that specific career path.
Right.
And some of the stuff that they'd been taught and like learned through those classes and through the schooling, on top of all those accessory classes they made them go through.
Yeah.
For something that has nothing to. I mean, like math. Yeah, like you're gonna need maths for everything, but. I literally, like, they were talking about it, and as he's talking about it, I went on YouTube and I looked up how to change a fucking alternator on a diesel.
You found it
was
right
like
there.
a diesel truck.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. 7-minute long video, step by step, with labels and specific diameters for everything. I was like, you were in that class for how long?
Yeah.
And,
And I just taught you this on YouTube.
yeah,
And
and,
there-
that's what fucks me up is like you are paying for all this stuff, and I get it. Like you need the certifications, you need to have at least for the time being.
Yeah, but it's-
you need
You need to have
a
experience doing
backing.
that. Yeah.
that is credible, unless you have experience for these entry-level jobs in specific companies that need that for like trades or, something else that you can't get an apprenticeship with.
Right.
You start entry and you work your way up through that exposure. But with that, it kind of fucks me up because like you might have all this knowledge, you might have been self-taught in all of these things. Like you could build a fucking house.
Yeah.
And have taught yourself how to do those things or grew up with a family of carpenters.
You can't get a job building houses.
You can't get a
'cause you
job
don't
building
have the
houses.
certification.
Right. Exactly. Or you don't know the right people. But that's networking in general.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
it's interesting. It's a really fucking interesting thing.
Well, that's a whole. We could go on a whole episode. Of education.
So
rants.
we're gonna do it.
We'll dial that back, reel that back in.
All right. So next,
one of these days I'll come in here with my notes.
So all right, back onto the topic of New Year's questions.
Yeah. So outside of like the financial stuff and like having a dog, I'd like to have at least like a ranch house, like something like just something sustainable, like a home base kind of thing.
I do want to have a house within the next like year or two.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals. It's just like it's so hard, especially
It's
like not
tough,
making that
dude.
much money.
It's tough because like there's.
I know it'll be cheaper, but oh God.
But that's one of those things. Like even with that, there's still that dance of like, do I want to live here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And
my constant battle. Is like, do I really want to?
Well, the thing is,
down
if
here?
you want to move, you can move at any time. You can just put your house
here's
on
the
the market.
problem.
For sure,
Here's
but
the
it's the
problem,
fluctuation of the market.
If you not if you go through a first time home buyer.
Yeah.
Go through a first time home
locked
buyer,
in.
you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're locked in. And if you decide to move, you're paying a premium on
Really?
moving. Like our buddy Justin did the first time home buyer, and he's got to live in. I think they
It's
said
like
he's got to
10?
live in a house for 10 years.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Locked him down.
Locked him in.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, if he moves,
He's got to pay out.
I think he's got to pay he's got to pay that full loan out or something like that. Like it was fucking it was crazy.
Yeah, it was
so
wild.
I
He's paying on that loan already with his mortgage though, right?
Well, here's the
Or-
thing. Okay, so I think what happens is if he stays there with 10 years, there's like a certain I don't think he has to pay what is it? He doesn't have to pay that. There's some aspect of it where he pays less,
Right.
wait, like a lot less if
Yeah.
he stays the 10 years.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then he doesn't get like the first like a discounted price. And he has to
Yeah.
pay
Oh,
like
okay,
full
that makes
or
sense.
something like that.
So he's basically just paying the regular mortgage, but the first time home buyer thing gets him a big discount. But if he
Yes.
moves, then he doesn't get that.
Yeah, because
discount.
they covered his down payment.
Okay,
basically.
that makes
With
sense.
The first time home buyer, basically all it does is cover your payment or cover your
Down payment.
your down payment.
That's interesting.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
it's I don't know.
So do I want to be locked in somewhere for 10 years if I have to use that first time home buyer, or do
Yeah.
I save my first time home buyer?
Well, how about you just move into that house and then use it like start making other sources of income and go get another house, and then you can just own.
Well,
both,
that's the
you know?
Right.
that's the fucking goal is to have two
Yeah.
houses. Don't get me wrong. My fucking goal here.
Do you have to be living in that house, or can you just rent it out to somebody?
No, he can he can rent it out.
Yeah, then there you go.
He can rent it out.
First time home buyer, just rent out the house.
He's actually thought about doing that, but
I would.
Yeah.
Then
Fuck,
you can
I'll
just,
rent that. I'll rent that house.
Then he can just use that money to go get another house.
I
Yeah.
thought we could
You know?
use that his little space, his other little room as a recording studio. Honestly, that's what I thought. 'Cause he's got
Honestly, we could just convert that whole house into a fucking into like
We
a
could just buy his house
production
from him.
building.
How much do you think he'd sell, or how much do you think he'd give us for rent for?
Is he listening to this podcast?
No,
I don't know. He
doesn't.
doesn't. I don't think he does.
He doesn't listen to podcasts very much, but
I don't know. We could probably.
If you're listening, leave a comment down below.
Oh yeah. So to anybody that fucking I found it in my car. I found the fucking fugly little thing in my car.
Shut
I
the
have
fuck
the
up.
fugly.
It's in your car?
It was in my fucking my dash. In my
How did
fucking-
they
my
get?
cubby.
Oh, because
I
you
don't
don't
know.
lock your
What are
door.
you guys talking about?
Yeah.
So there's this thing that goes
So
around.
fuck you guys, Jasana. I heard you. Oh, I hope it ends up where it needs to be. It's a nice home. Fuck you.
So there's this fugly little stuffed animal thing. It's got like teeth and everything.
Like realistic.
yeah,
teeth.
yeah, the
So-
fugglers or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
so a,
The fucklers.
the fuckler. So
Fucklers.
there's a game that we play with our friend group where the first person that got it, I think it was Justin, right?
Yeah.
So then we made a game out of it where whenever you go over to somebody's house,
Okay.
you have to hide it.
Yeah.
And then when they find it, then it's their job to go hide it at somebody else's house or
Okay.
place.
Yeah.
That's
So
kinda funny.
somebody got it as a white elephant gift this year. And
Yeah,
now,
Justin got it as a white elephant,
and
so it
now-
did full
yeah,
circle back
yeah.
to him.
So Justin must have put it in your car then.
Or he sent somebody else out that went out. Maybe
He's pretty sneaky, dude. I'll be honest. He's pretty good with sneaking
son
around.
of a bitch.
So now it's in your car.
That's funny.
So now we got to go back over to Justin's at some point. So
Yeah.
you can-
I'll find a way.
Or
to
not.
Get it.
We are definitely not going to do that.
I'll
Yeah,
find
we're
a
not
way
gonna
to
do
get
that.
it into his house.
Oh god, that's awesome. That's so funny.
He's gonna open up his fucking fridge. And it's gonna be in his freezer.
He doesn't open his fridge. Did you see all that? He's got
There's
nothing.
nothing.
In
There was butter.
there. Yeah, it was
There's
butter.
and then all of our beer.
Yeah, ketchup, butter, and fucking.
I used to love that as a kid. You're like, Mom, I'm hungry. She's like, oh, we got food at home. And there's like butter and some salsa.
Yeah.
Food
It's
at
like
home.
cool. Love
Oh,
that.
dude, yeah, you butter up some toast and fry that up a little bit. There's a nice little crisp.
Butter,
some
salsa,
on
with
top.
some skim milk.
Dunk it in some milk, boss.
Actually, I saw. I think it was a TikTok Vine. So
Yeah.
I just usually call them Vines because they're like short clips.
They're basically vines.
But
yeah.
Vine
yeah,
2.0.
yeah, and it was literally one of like this kid pretending to be a McDonald's like order taker. He's like, oh, what do you want with your meal? And like this person impersonating a child was like, what do you have? He's like, oh, we got orange juice, we got apple juice, we got milk, we got soda pop, we got water. He's like, can I have a milk? He's yeah, sure, I'll get that right. Go. Like, yeah. But just the way that, like, he said, it's like, it's like, yeah, I'll get that right for you.
Oh,
He's just so
fuck.
good.
That is awesome.
With no context.
Anyone that
audio
listens to this podcast that has a gag reflex,
Oh,
they're
man.
gonna
They're
be
gonna hate
puking
you.
in their car. I
We
love
just
it.
lost so many subscribers.
Oh,
I
they're gonna
used
be
to-
there. Can you imagine how many people listening to this right now are sitting in their car going,
I used to be able to do a really good one, but
I can't.
don't
I
know.
can't.
think my-
but then one
see,
time he actually puked
I
on
was
his
gonna say,
lap and
yeah.
he had to stop
I was going to say, I
doing
can't even make that sound because if I do it, I will actually like go way too hard and actually start gagging.
Well, and see, and that's the thing is like that's like if I get sick, right? Let's say I drank too much,
Yeah.
and like I'm sitting and like I know I'm gonna puke,
Right.
but I don't want to wait for it. I can like
Yeah.
open and close my
Yeah.
throat really quick,
Use your little gag
and
reflex.
it
Yeah, open
causes
that-
the
open that
gag
throat.
reflex to happen.
I usually just finger fuck my throat and I go for it.
See, I
I'm
don't like.
I
that,
also do
'cause
that
I
to
have to.
James
I have to
throat.
race the vomit
Yeah,
back up.
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You pretty much know going
So-
into it that you gotta wash that
Coming out,
hand.
yeah.
You gotta wash
and
that
that's why
hand.
that's why like I just like prop up and I just do the throat thing and then eventually I'll gag enough to like I'll
Yeah.
vomit.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes if I'm trying to puke, I'll just make myself think of the spins. And I'll
Oh,
just
ooh,
spin
ooh.
more.
For those of you
Yeah,
just
and
joining
then I
us,
just
close your
go for-
eyes.
Oh, I just go for
and you
it.
think of like spinning in like a zero gravity thing.
Knock on wood, it has been a long time since I have
Yeah.
been that, like, since I've been so drunk that I puked.
You know,
Like a long
Yeah.
time. Like,
I
I can't remember the last
I
time.
don't puke very often at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
you're a big dude. Fuck you. I'm
I had-
I still get drunk.
I had one of the scariest experiences, and it kind of made me dial back on drinking a little bit, just because it never happened to me before.
Yeah.
Like obviously you get the spins, like you've been fucking partying, you go home, puke a little bit, or like gotta hydrate, need some food, and you lay down, and when you close your eyes, when you lay down, that's when you get the
Get
spins.
spins, yeah.
I was at the bar, and
You got
or
spins
no,
at the
sorry,
bar.
sorry, I left the bar and I was on my way home, and like I pull off on the side of the road because I had to piss. So I take my piss,
Puke.
get back in my car. Oh, I had to piss. And I had to get back. I got back in my car, got home because I wasn't bad. Like it literally,
Right.
like there was no nonsense. Like I wasn't like I was good. Like there was no sense. I was tired as fuck.
Right.
Like no sense of being drunk. And I get into the apartment, and I'm like standing, taking my shoes off. And I stopped for a second, and it was almost like a vertigo moment because it was like I started getting the spins with my eyes open, and I was like, "Whoa,
That's the
what
worst.
the fuck?" And like,
I don't
so
like
I literally
that.
like I held onto the wall, and at first I thought vertigo, like, "Oh fuck, dude!" Like I just triggered a vertigo thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to deal with this for the rest of my life. Panic thoughts flying through my head, as the room spinning around me. I was like, "This is fucked up. Like this is super fucked up."
Oh my God.
And what had happened is when I left, I took 2 shots of tequila
And they hit.
drove home, and it just fucked me.
You
It
can't
fucked.
just say this was years ago. Statute of limitations. He can't get.
Well, no, it's
He doesn't drive drunk.
no. I don't condone driving drunk, and that was the point. Is I got home. You don't have to believe me. That's fine. I like.
I believe you.
Fucking drunk.
I got you.
I don't fucking believe you.
That's fine.
drunk.
No, I'm not.
We've all done it. Everybody, don't
No.
judge us. You've done it.
Yeah,
But
everybody's
we've all
fucking
done it.
done
Yeah.
it. Everybody's done
So-
it.
But even still, like
You try
I was
not
in
to,
I
but-
was in very good shape when I left, but it was those 2 shots because it's like a 25-minute transit home.
gotcha.
Yeah, they got me when I was fucking at home, and oh man, I'd never experienced that before. Like a standing,
Brutal.
like present in that moment spins versus like eyes closed, and it scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I don't like
Bet.
that.
Fuck that. No, thank
Yeah.
you.
So I thought it was like neurological
So
problems.
that's a New Year's one right there.
Never
for you
happen
guys.
again.
Don't fucking do that shit.
Yeah, don't take 2 shots of
Be
tequila.
safe this New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Take 3.
Take 3 shots
for
and drive
5.
really fast.
Yeah. But no, and I never, I'll never condone drunk driving. 'Cause that's,
No. I mean, that's
you know,
it's just dangerous and reckless.
bad.
But,
Things.
Yeah.
but the thing is, we've all done it because sometimes you're just in a place where you just need to get home,
Yeah.
and there's no other option. So I've been there. We've all done that stuff
Yeah.
before. So I get
But
it.
don't do it. Don't fucking do
it's
it.
not safe. Definitely
No.
don't do it. If you can get a ride with Lux Transportation.
Lux transportation.
It's cheaper than Uber and Lyft.
Yeah,
Man.
dude, pretty crazy shit.
Oh man. No, dude, I've had some experiences like that in the past too, where it's like I should not be behind the wheel. So either I'm just gonna sleep in my car, or
Yeah.
until I sober up,
Sometimes
or
you gotta
I'm
sleep
just
in your
gonna.
car.
Yeah, like I've left my vehicle plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
like it just fuck it. Like I'll get a ride home or something, or crash on somebody else's couch, make a friend at the bar, and
I think we've all done that.
I used to do
Yeah.
the same because nobody would ever question it. I would park in a motel parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
and just sleep there
there
because
you go.
nobody's gonna judge the people parked at a parking lot.
Who's
in a
gonna fucking
hotel.
judge the crackhead in motel number 1 or the fucking prostitute in motel room number 2?
Because I
But
usually
no, we're
always
gonna
have
go
like,
after the guy that's sleeping in his car in the parking lot.
so totally done that before. So
Yeah.
don't judge me.
So
no.
this time next week,
Mm.
we'll be in a brand new year.
Brand new decade. Oh, I don't
We
like
won't
that.
see you guys for a whole decade. Or a
Man,
year.
I still think that like the
God.
1990s were like 10 years ago, and I
Are
don't
you guys
like this.
excited for the Roaring 20s?
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
stoked.
I really hope. I really hope.
There are certain things about the 20s we probably shouldn't bring back.
Well, no, but like the
mass
parties.
majority.
Yeah,
of
like
like
the
the
parties
partying,
and,
the
like-
style.
Yeah, I really like the style.
Maybe
man.
not the depression.
No.
Yeah, let's try not to bring back like
Yeah.
economic chaos here, but
Yeah, or do
Or,
just like let
Other-
it
Let's
let's just go
implode.
straight riot in the
Let's get
street.
crazy.
Yeah,
Let's
other
get
social
fucking
issues
wild.
should probably stay in the previous
Yeah,
20s as
yeah.
well. I just
I just like the idea of living out like a Peaky Blinders fantasy.
you
So
go.
like I'm gonna be wearing those tailored suits.
razors in the
super
hat.
Razors in
yeah.
the hat. hats, dude.
Like
Yeah.
all those guys super racist against each other.
I don't care.
Not even towards black people, like towards the Irish.
Just
towards,
everyone.
like-
Yeah,
Yep.
but just like that era of style. Like I always like that fucking
Yeah.
fitted suits and
Yeah, I
real
love-
gangster
yeah.
shit.
You know something that we should not bring back from the 1920s?
Tommy guns because they're super inaccurate.
I was gonna say prohibition, but yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
Nah, actually, shit. Going into the new year, you know what that means? Just south of us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Marijuana is going to be illegal.
Marijuana.
All right, how long do you guys give it before it federally goes in?
I'd give it honestly like a year.
I'd give it another
Right?
year. Yeah.
Right? Come on. We got to be on the cusp.
There's
of
there's
it.
some states that are just behind on the times, but I feel
Because
like
they're all
Wisconsin,
old people.
Wisconsin,
That are gonna
Wisconsin.
be
You're
dead.
behind on the times. Wisconsin.
yeah, Wisconsin.
They
yeah.
didn't even. They aren't okay.
Also,
here's
you're
the
home to
stupidest
Madison,
part.
which is one of the biggest stoner areas
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
United States.
Here's
like,
the stupidest thing
get off
about
your
it.
head
That's
already.
cool, man. I used
Wisconsin.
to buy weed from Madison all the time.
Here's the stupidest part about it is that they put the vote out in Wisconsin
Mm-hmm.
last November or whatever, this November, whatever. They put the vote out unanimous basically about legalize medical marijuana.
Yeah.
And now they're still saying like, oh, we're not going to put it on a ballot to vote. Why? Is you
I
have
think
a
it's
unanimous?
'cause they're all old as
No,
fuck.
it's
I think
because-
that-
it's because-
Die.
It's because it's a red state.
I think
Get
that
out.
as a
a red
as a
state.
democratic nation, we should have everything on a ballot. Everything should be on a ballot.
Everything.
Everything
We
should be on a
touched on
ballot.
that in the
We
last
touched on this
episode.
before. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's why I
Okay,
don't,
we already hit on education. We cannot go into.
No,
It's-
we're not gonna
politics.
dive.
it's not like- it's not-
I'll go 4-episode series. On
it is not
Yeah.
picking either side. It's just saying that like our two party nation is not working. We should get something else that's a little bit more
Just give me
personal
my-
at that point.
Just let me smoke,
Patriarchy.
Just let me smoke weed at my gay cousin's wedding, Fuck.
Dude.
And while
With my-
carrying my gun.
While carrying my gun.
Just let me do it all. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't know. But anyways,
I say we just try and enable like full freedom. Just do whatever the fuck you want.
well,
There you
that's
go.
called
That's
anarchy.
anarchy.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah, that doesn't work very well.
We'll see.
yeah. If you've ever read Lord of the Flies,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
why it
it's
doesn't
not a
work
thing.
out.
That's
'Cause-
cool.
Because a political system will evolve, and it's not always going to be the best one.
Right. Oh, right, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll always a political system will always find its way in.
Fucking
And
piggy.
That's how we found bad.
Poor fucking piggy getting bashed in with a boulder.
Jesus
God damn it.
Christ.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that shit?
God.
Oh, that was an
Lord of the
intense
Flies
scene.
was such a fucked up book.
But the thing is, it's so realistic because it's like I know for a fucking fact that that's how people would like evolve if they didn't have like
Right.
structure.
If it deteriorated.
yeah,
that
if they didn't have
quickly,
structure to follow, then that's
That's
exactly
true.
what would happen.
Build
Oh
up
yeah,
their
no,
own shit.
I mean, it was a wonderful book, and it teaches you a lot. But
It's-
it was
it's-
better than fucking To Kill a Mockingbird.
I-
How the fuck?
I love that book.
No, it's so dumb. I hated
But
that book
that's a story
so
of the times,
much.
though.
I know, but I just hated it.
Why'd you hate it?
I don't know. It was just boring as fuck.
I think it might have been boring, but at the same time, it told like a really good story.
very,
like a
very
very
good story.
realistic story
I
as to what would
guess
have happened.
It did. It
yeah.
did. You're right. But I will say the one book tore through this fucking book in school, and you know most books in high school that they force you to read, you just
Brave New
don't
World?
give a shit. Nope.
No?
The Catcher in the Rye.
Oh,
'Cause I was
yeah.
super excited to see how it ended, and then it went from one of my favorite books to I hope that this author is dead in like a matter of one chapter.
Really?
I was so pissed off.
Was it the last chapter?
Yes.
Yeah. I
Of course
gotcha.
it was the last chapter. Don't build up a fucking book. Even my teacher played into it. Oh, she played into it hardcore because she knew I was sucking up right
Yeah.
into that book.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, yeah, just wait till the end. And so I'm expecting this motherfucker to go on a goddamn rampage on everyone.
But he goes fucking insane.
Nothing fucking happens. at
But
the
you know
end.
what? You know what? It tells a good story because in that story, the whole moral of the story is to keep childhood innocence basically intact, like not to trust growing up, and I think that's a really interesting.
Fuck that book. Don't
Well-
lead me to believe that a massacre is about to happen and then not give me
Jesus.
A massacre.
satisfaction.
All right.
You blue-balled me. You blue-balled me.
That's the point, man.
So the two best stories that I think actually relate to common day society right now are, of course, Lord of the Flies, because that was actually really realistic as to how people would structure themselves, but also Brave New World, Aldous Huxley.
I don't know if I read that.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's basically like a story from the future where it shows things that are almost exactly correct to this day.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that what was it? So basically, like the main character in the story is like this guy that's like in a native tribe that was like separate from the futuristic society. So like
Right.
he's like a native basically. But he goes out and he gets involved with the future culture basically,
Okay.
and he just goes fucking crazy because he can't keep up with it.
So it's like Rumspringer.
People are out there doing like crazy drugs and having like
Rumspringer.
people are out there doing like crazy drugs and having like orgies and shit all the time,
Yeah.
and like just doing crazy shit where like people are dying in the streets and like they just don't give a fuck because everybody's
He's
drugged
just
out
be-
and being
he's just
happy.
like-
and
it's like sensory overload. For
exactly,
him.
it's that's exactly what happens. And he
Interesting.
tries to leave the society and he can't, so he kills himself.
Nice.
So,
Damn.
yeah.
Well, thanks for telling me the end. I was
Squared
gonna read it, actually,
away.
to be honest with you. Also, you know what book? I don't know why this book just came to my head, but I loved the series, and I don't know why I never finished it. Artemis Fowl.
They made a movie about that and it sucked.
Fucking loved those books.
The books were
dude.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why it just popped into my head when we were
I
talking
still-
about books.
I still
but
have those books in my house.
I
in my
think I have the
parents' house.
first one hidden
Yeah, man.
somewhere.
There was speaking of like older books that you remember reading, like there was a book that I read in grade school that was like in that fucking, remember that little back corner?
Yep.
That was
Yep.
like
Yep.
Yeah.
way
On the when you walk in to the right,
Yeah.
way back on the right hand side.
yeah. So it was called The Boy. It was The Boy with the Golden Iris.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
Dude, that dystopian future of like the tribe-based survival,
Oh, man.
that was so fucking cool. I loved that story. Absolutely. And I still have it. I still have like my original depiction of what I thought that kid looked like.
Yeah.
What was his name? It was like Toby or something.
It started with a T. Yeah, something like that.
But
Tobias, maybe, or
maybe, yeah. But like the original image of who, like what I thought he looked like, imagined in my
Yeah.
head, still burned
burn in there.
my head.
Yeah, man.
They made a fucking movie about Artemis Fowl.
Yeah, dude, it sucked.
No, wait. It's this one's coming out in 2020.
Oh, what am I thinking of? Then? I might be thinking of.
I think you're
Ender's
thinking
Game?
of the no, the
'Cause that
other one.
fucking sucked.
I know what I think you're thinking of though. Very similar.
Oh yeah, fuck. I was thinking of where the what's it called?
Where like the whole place is run by God damn it.
That's gonna bug me. If I
The
don't
City of Ember?
yes.
Yes,
that's the one.
City of
okay,
Ember,
my bad.
yeah.
Yeah, that was not a good.
Because to be honest, I that's where my
They're very
mind went
similar
when you said
stories,
that,
yeah.
I was like, no, Artemis Fowl are coming out with a movie in 2020.
The trailer.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have to watch that trailer because man, did I love those fucking books.
Is it a Disney movie?
It is
Probably.
it's probably right.
'Cause
Walt
everything's
Disney Pictures, yeah.
Of course.
They own fucking
Tribeca
everything. right now.
Films is doing it too.
Tribeca.
So that's
But,
Robert De Niro. So that'll be interesting.
But even though I totally did spoil the ending for that book, still read it
Yeah.
because just the build up behind it kind of shows like the psychology of what it is to evolve a culture and like how easily it can go to shit.
Brave New World. All
It's
right, I'll
really
look
really
it up.
interesting. That's one of my favorite books. Read it. That in 1984 and what else? What's the book we're reading on?
you know
Oh,
what?
Fahrenheit 451.
You know what other was? Yeah, that was a good
Have you
one.
never read that one?
It sounds really
Oh my
familiar.
God.
I
Yes,
might have
so
started it.
That's a classic.
Yeah, definitely check it out. So the whole culture is built around like burning previous knowledge. So like anybody that has books will get arrested and all their books burned.
Yeah.
Holy
So
shit.
451.
It's
Yeah.
about book burning.
451 is the burning point for paper, basically.
Wow.
So yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Interesting.
All right, so should we do an episode live? Of course, right?
Yeah.
It's New Year's Eve. It's a New Year's Eve special, so we have to. But I think we should end this one here. It's at 1:05.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
should end it. But thank you
It was a
guys
pleasure,
very
guys.
much.
Thanks
Have
for-
a very happy New Year.
Thanks for letting us rant today.
Yes, we did good today. It was a good episode.
It was a good
today.
episode.
It was a good episode back, and then I felt refreshed this
I feel
episode.
refreshed, yeah.
Make sure that you like and subscribe on our YouTube, like us on
Please.
Facebook. Go to our website for demerchandise, which is what we did this week.com.
Get a mug with our mugs.
Get a mug with our mugs,
With our mugs
on,
on
it. And don't forget Patreon.
Dude.
We got new
It
people coming
helps
on
us
there
out.
now.
Oh,
It helps
actually-
us out so much.
Something with the merchandise page as well. I'm going to be updating it so it works more automatically.
Hey.
So things will
Automating
be
that.
shipping out a lot easier than what they were before.
Yes, we are
So,
sorry. I want to say that too as a disclaimer. Sorry to everyone right now. Anyone that has ordered merchandise right now. So sorry about the delays.
Our system wasn't as automated as we thought,
It's
so
been chaos for us on our end.
I'm spending some time this week to actually switch over systems that we use, so that way you guys get your shit shipped out and we get our stuff immediately.
It is
So,
everyone right now. All orders should be fulfilled right now.
Yep.
If there's anyone that has not received their stuff yet, please let us know.
get it to
Because
you.
as of right now, it's showing me all orders are fulfilled. So
yep.
Gotcha.
just want to throw that disclaimer out there. Of
course.
But yeah, Patreon. Make sure to go like us on or subscribe to our Patreon channel. You get episodes early. You get some other, depending on your tier, you get a couple other fucking cool benefits. Fucking cool benefits. So,
Jesus.
but other than that,
Yeah.
you guys have a wonderful New Year. Have a
as
wonderful
well.
week.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
chiming
next
in.
week.
Be safe.
See you next
Bye.
year.
Ooh, that was cheesy and stupid. Fuck you.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm out.